Well, it's morning time, and actually today I was kind of, you know, moving around a little, and I thought, okay, let me kind of move some energy around. I'm on this 90-day process of creating content every single day, and actually, it's become a lot easier. I've just turned on some lights for you, uh, and I'll tell you why. Mainly because as I'm sitting here creating content, my foremost thought is there anything that I can say, any value that I can offer that is going to add value to you? Are there things that take place in my life that, are teachable moments? Not only where I've, come to learn a valuable lesson from it, but where I can relay that and it turns what could have been a negative into a positive, to where it is something that, now can keep you from going through maybe some of the same things that I went through and all of that. And now, so in this whole thing on health, well-being, wholeness, content creation, so on and so forth, for me, there's a common thread that runs through everything, and that common thread is you. It is your essence that runs through everything that you do. And no matter what it is that you do, when you are focused and dedicated on tapping into who you are and then applying that to what you put your hand to, then it always is going to come out very unique unto yourself. And you're going to attract the right type of folks to you that resonate with that. I just had a conversation with a friend of mine on Facebook, and we're going back and forth, and just talking about different things here and there. And I have conversations all the time. People inbox me all the time and ask me a lot of different questions, from health to business matters, media planning, a whole bunch of stuff. I get questions all day long, and you know what I realized, and it's not that I just realized that, but one of the things that, it's kind of like risen to the surface again, and that is the importance and the power of focus. A lot of times we tend to run from things in our lives because we get overwhelmed, or we are unsure of things and we need things, again with that perfectionism thing, we have to have things just right, and it really is only us. It has to do with our egos. We are so stuck. We can get so stuck in our ego that we really miss the opportunities to connect with those who can help take us to the next level, and also connect with those who really do need our valuable information. So what is if it's not polished and put together in the right thing? The benefit is in the information that can take a person from one step, over this chasm that stands between them and their accomplishing their goals. And because you're not willing to step outside of your own comfort zone, outside of your own ego, to be able to say, you know what, let me just give them the information. It's kind of like going up to a person in the desert who is there, they are dying of dehydration, right? They're dying of dehydration. And then you have the fluids, you have the water to give them, but you're squawking about the fact that, well, you know what, this water is in a canteen and other people have drunk from it, drunk, drank, whatever. And other people have consumed it. And so I don't want to hand it to them because it's not in the pristine condition that I would want to hand somebody. And they're gasping. They are on their last breath because their body is drying out. Their tongue, their lips are splitting, they're bleeding and all of that. And you're squawking about the fact that other people have taken a sip from this canteen, so you just can't offer to this person because it just wouldn't be in good form. Come on, really? Now, here's the thing, and I'm getting really passionate about this. I'm really talking to myself because I've done this for years. I've done this for years, so I'm going to be very transparent with you right now. I've done this for years and have not put stuff out because it's just not perfect. right? And nobody cares about perfect. They care about drinking that water. So all of this say, I'm kind of fired up this morning. Maybe this is a good thing, start my day out really good. But all of that to say is that sometimes we get in our own way. Actually, most of the time that is the case. We get in our own way, and we won't get out of our own way in order to get to our success for whatever reason. And we've got to really drill down and figure out what that is, because there's a core issue involved here that is keeping us from doing what it is that we're supposed to do. Now, fortunately, right now, I am in movement, and I'm very excited about that because I've been in more movement over this past week, after I came back from that event and all of that, than I have been probably in years and years and years, okay? Years and years and years, yes, I worked very hard, stupid hours, 20 hours a day, 24 hours, 48 hours a day, at the grind, at the computer, doing stuff, churning stuff out, whether it's a client or my own stuff, whatever, I did that. And it was crazy. But I did not think of or grasp hold of that there was a better way. Okay. Not that I hadn't heard that there was a better way, but I didn't believe that there was a better way, because in my mind, you had to work in order to get the pay, in order to be able to actually, live a good life. But the fallacy in that is that you never get a chance to live your life because you're always stuck working. Stupid. Okay? That was dumb. So all of that to say is that we have to choose to get out of our own way. We have to choose to put the stuff out there as it is, and then along the way, fix it. Okay? Let the community fix it. Build your community. Get people rallying behind you who want to see your dream come to fruition just like you do. Or even more. Some of them will want it even more, some less. But if you commit yourself to just moving it forward, you will see that it will start to gather its own momentum. Anything that has a real purpose, that has a real life behind it, will gather its own momentum if you just get out of the way and push it forward. Don't worry about correcting it right now. Don't worry about fixing anything. Don't worry about having the perfect whatever. Don't worry about that. Push it out, start movement, and then fix it along the way. Collaborate with folks. You know what? I just was at a Chicago event, and it was the most liberating event that I have ever been to in my life. Okay? I met people from all over the world, and we sat there and brainstormed about stuff, concepts, and things like I was able to freely share my knowledge base, and those who know me know I've got a vast knowledge base in a lot of different things. But, I've been frustrated for many years because it's like all of that's been bottled up in me. And now I found a group of folks who have the same types of knowledge bases, different aspects. And we were able to sit there and freely share with each other, not feeling like either one of us or any of us were being used or taken advantage of, because we were all giving and dedicated to giving very valuable information. Now, all that said, was it packaged perfectly? No. We just spit it out there. It wasn't a formal meeting or anything like that. This was an impromptu ad hoc mastermind that we would start after the meetings, and then after the whole event was over, I found myself in a conversation with perfect strangers, if you will, but they weren't really strangers because it was like we knew each other all our lives, you know what I mean? And I sat there and talked with them for hours, and it wasn't just me talking. We were all talking and sharing stuff and putting things on the table and moving things forward, so much so that we decided, okay, look, we've got a goal the next 90 days, what we're going to do. And so we're holding each other accountable to that, right? And so we've got our plans. I was just speaking with them, online today. They're over in the UK, one's in the US, I'm in the, US, other side of the country, And all of that, to say that we started doing what it is that we do and not caring that it's not perfect. Each one of us had our own perfectionism thing. We decided we're not going to do that anymore. We're just going to move things forward. You could do that too. You could do the same exact thing. Move your stuff forward and concern yourself with making sure that you're first and foremost objective and goal is, how am I going to help those who come in contact with my project, with me, my concept, whatever? How does that benefit them? And if you don't find a benefit in there, then darn sure get in there and tweak it so that it does have a benefit. If it does have a benefit, then quit stepping on your own neck and push it out there. Push it out there. You know, you've got nothing to lose, because if you never push it out there, it'll never get out there anyway. And if you're too afraid to push it out there because you think somebody's going to steal your stuff, well, nobody's going to steal it if it's not out there. And if it never gets out there, then what difference does it make? You wouldn't have made anything on it anyway, because it's not out there. So push it out there, start tweaking, get your community built, get them to collaborate. They'll tell you exactly what it is that they want, and then you'll have the perfect product. You can have the perfect product because they'll tell you what their perfect product is. And that's who you're doing it for anyway, right? So do it. This has been my morning motivational talk. Hopefully it motivated you and didn't insult you or anything like that. But I was just speaking from the heart. This is where I've been for many years. I have chosen not to be there anymore. And I've chosen not to let perfectionism stand in my way of giving good content. That's what it's all about. Hey, you know what? If you find yourself in that situation, click the link below this video, because there is such a vast, massive community of like-minded folks who already know that dance. They know what it's like, and they've been there, they've done that, and they have overcome that, and they have done that through inner work, just really working on themselves and saying, okay, let me ask the why questions of me. Why do I stand in my own way? If you find that you are standing in your own way and you want to get out of that pattern of your life, click the link below the video. I'm telling you, it is a life transforming community that I'm involved with. And, I've been in other communities, been in other businesses, other companies that say that, but none of them have ever delivered like this company. Empower Network, really, they have it going on. If I could slang it down, they have it going on. They know what they're doing, and their focus is on building you as a person and showing you, giving you the tools to do it for yourself. Okay? They're not the type of organization that says, okay, let me spoon feed you some stuff, and then you'll always have to keep on coming back to us for more and more, and we're going to keep on charging you and charging you and charging you. No. That's not what they're doing. They're saying, okay, here are the tools. Go in there. It is your responsibility to get the tools and to understand what it is that so you go over them until you understand. You ask questions, you do your due diligence, you do what is necessary to get yourself to the level that you were designed and created to be. That's what it's all about. You have a purpose. You have a destiny. And if you never go for it, you will never make it to your destiny. And you will have nobody else to blame but yourself. Now, you're seeing this message right now because it was purposed for you to see this. All right? It was purposed for you to see this message. This is for you right now. So go ahead, click the link. I'm telling you, it is a life-changing experience. Don't gyp yourself on this. I'll talk to you later.